hello at last. I'm really glad we actually get to meet in person this time. But, well, not in person, but actually we did the interview last year, which was written, and now we've kind of upgraded. So I'm really pleased about that. So I'm Joe. I write for ESCBubble, as opposed to other Joe who writes for ESCBubble and is actually going to Supernova. So you'll get to meet him later. If you'd just like to introduce yourselves, please.
Okay, ladies first.
So my name is Nadīna. I sing.
Okay, so my name is Aivars. I play the guitar, so I'm in charge of the music. So Nadīna is more in charge of the lyrics and the vocal melody, so I'm more in charge of the music. Mm-hmm. But it overlaps a little bit. Like I help out with the lyrics and she helps out with the music. So it's a democracy.
Nice, symbiotic relationship. I like it. We don't need to go through like how you formed and everything. Like I'll link to the previous interview. So if you want to find out a bit more about Inspo, then our fans can go and read that. You're back at Supernova, second year running. Did you always know you were going to return?
The thought was always at the back of our heads. So we also released an album last year, so we were thinking that maybe we can send one of the songs from the album, but then eventually we came up with a brand new song.
Mm-hmm. But we quite knew that we're gonna participate this year as well. Maybe it was not a spontaneous decision as last year with Happy Place, but it like escalated at some point.
That snowballed.
We're really glad to have you back. When did you release that album? Because just thinking about like Eurovision, like when you can enter a song.
23rd of October 2023.
Oh right. You've not released it yet.
Oh yeah, sorry.
22.
Sorry, yeah.
Gonna say when I released it in the future.
Of course, we think ahead.
That's when our third album is gonna come out. But it was 22. Yeah,
last year, October.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. You said in your interview last year that you had hoped that Supernova would give you gig opportunities in your home country and maybe the chance to do collabs with some other artists. So how's the last year been? Like, have you got to do those things? Yeah,
we had multiple, right after Supernova, there was summer season coming. So also went to festivals, and not just main festivals, but pre-festival parties.
Warm-up festivals.
We warmed up Chris Noah, who's huge in Latvia, and not just in Latvia. And local gigs around Riga, around the other cities, and also weddings.
Oh yeah, that's right. It did open up a couple of possibilities for collaborations, and that also you can see that in our album. So we have two collaborations. One is with a band that's quite known in Latvia, and so the other one is she's a female cellist from another band that's very known in Latvia, but they're not very known outside of Latvia. But to answer your question, yes, it did open up a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really good. Female cellist. I'm going to have to listen to that. I love a bit of string. We've had a Happy Place, which is, soft rock that then built up into, as you called it, I think a massive party anthem. And then Sway, meanwhile, is a bit that it's going, I think, a bit more in the direction of rock. Where did the inspiration for that come from? It's a really poetic song. What's the sort of hidden meaning of the song?
Hidden meaning. Well, this song is deep, deeper than Happy Place. I think it's more advanced, I would say. But it's about mental issues and
panic
attacks, and everything like that. Just shares the story of a person that's struggling and how other person, or I don't know, anything, tries to help and tries to show that, hey, there's ways how to manage something, or I can help you, or I can help you sway. Mm-hmm. And so the song is about that, how just a person goes through something challenging and there's just people who help, and some words that help, how I say, attack energies from my past. So yeah.
So musically, I wanted to go for a big bang, already, so that you don't have to wait till the end of the song, so that it'll already happen somewhere in the middle of the song. And that was the main idea of music.
There's a really nice way of putting it, actually. I've just got written down here, it did come up in last year's interview that you were, because you're sort of rock-centric sound, the year after Måneskin won. And now you've got a song that includes the lyrics "Lost in Space" the year after Sam Ryder entered Spaceman. So it feels like you're sort of...
We hadn't thought of that. No, we hadn't thought of that.
No, it's not our goal. It's just...
No, we hadn't realized that until now. Yeah, but you're absolutely right here.
One of the most intriguing bits about the song, like other than the really sort of poetic lyrics, is the amazing guitar solo in the second third. That sort of I'm an absolute sucker for this sort of thing. Like the way it sort of distorts. And I just wanted to ask you, Aivars, how do you do that distortion effect?
Okay, yeah, sure. I can explain that. So for all the guitarists listening out there, probably some of you have already figured this out. But for those of you who haven't, so basically there's a whammy pedal and you can set it to an octave higher. And whenever you play a riff and you want to play certain notes octave higher, you just press it. And that's what makes that dubstep, that Skrillex effect that you hear. Yeah, exactly.
What do you have planned for actually on stage at Supernova? Because this could be a really nice moment.
Something spectacular and amazing,
elephants,
as usual.
Magicians,
something
fire,
unreal.
rainbow.
It's just...
But okay, seriously, so yeah.
So we just are planning a bigger show than last year. We're gonna be...
How can we go even bigger? Last year it was perfect.
It was huge.
Last year it was huge.
But yeah, it's gonna be not more staged, and we will be 3 on stage. We will have a drummer who's actually well-known drummer from a different band in Latvia. Yeah, we're gonna include visuals more, and last year we had none. So this year we're gonna have
visuals
with meanings and space atmosphere.
And so the drummer, visuals, some AI generated stuff. So not to spoil everything, but yeah.
I mean that's you've fed my excitement already. That sounds brilliant. And then just thinking about Supernova, kind of in general, and I know I asked you the same thing last year, but who else is your favorite? Which of the other songs are you?
Okay, for me, it's actually, so there's a band called Sudden Lights. I really like the beat. It's basically we both like the beat.
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting that at the end of the song they switched to Latvian, so that was quite cool. And what about you?
Yeah, the same. Sudden Lights are top 1 for me as well. I quite enjoy their music, are also out of Supernova. And yeah, the ending took me by surprise, and I really loved the end. Yeah, listen, this is great. And I also quite enjoy Patricia's song. Maybe it's not in my league. I would not listen to it on daily basis, but it's great for the show, I think, and it's great for Supernova.
And she has great vocals.
Yeah,
she has really, really great vocals. So you can especially hear that in the bridge between the verse and the chorus. She has really, really good vocals.
Yeah, and she's also one of the favorites as well, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you love Sudden Light, but I am going to tell other Joe about your love for Patricia, because he's been following her for years and sort of subtly suggesting that she should be doing Supernova, and he's finally got his wish this year. And it's been a big moment for us. So since we chatted last year, Latvia picked Citizani last year. We had huge hope, and unfortunately didn't quite go the way we'd hoped for. Kind of with the benefit of hindsight, not just in the case of you guys, but what can Latvia sort of do better at Eurovision?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a really good one, because the thing is that last year, so when so in English it's called The Other Guys, right? So when they went to Eurovision, so everybody in Latvia thought that they everything, they got the show, they got the camera angles, the acting, everything, and they didn't qualify. So I was a bit surprised. So to answer your question, what do we need differently?
We don't know anymore. We already tried with Citizani. Maybe more authentic. I don't know, something real.
That's a good one.
Real musicians that are not made just for Supernova, because I feel Latvians do that. They form for Supernova, or they do a song for Supernova and put it all elements that are supposed to be in Supernova song, Eurovision song. And I think that is the problem.
No, I agree with that, because what bands do, and I guess that's not just in Latvia but in other countries as well, they look at the winner from the previous year and they try to make a similar song because that's now trendy and
like we did.
No, you didn't.
I'm just kidding.
No, I just say there's similar elements. Like, no, it's a really authentic song.
Latvians need to put out more songs that they are doing on daily basis, like on like their regular lives, and then put them in Supernova. And yeah,
like whatever you're doing, it's clearly clicking because and you know, not to sort of, you know, sway you too much or anything as it were, but you're at the moment, your song is currently at the top of the Eurovision World Poll of polls, which is good. Yeah. Regardless of whether you win or not this year, you know, do you think that Supernova is going to become a regular part of your career, or like where do you see yourself?
Oh,
that's a very good point as well. Because so we're not going to deny, so it opens up a lot of doors.
Yes,
of course it opens up a lot of doors, we're not going to deny that, but there are a couple of examples in our country where people and bands have been trying to participating for more than 10 years, and you have to find that border where it doesn't get what's the word, not funny, but not ridiculous.
Desperate,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't get that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna participate next year. Well, maybe. I
think we're gonna participate.
Maybe we'll see, like if we get in as well, but it's fun. Like,
thank you so much for this, guys. Yeah, wishing you all the best at Supernova. Go and listen to Sway, go and download their albums, go and support new artists. You know, it's a wonderful thing that we do, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Thank you. See ya. Bye.